And the first thing I'm doing as soon as I actually hit the go live button is laughing like a lunatic. Oh my god. Welcome, Blue Fleet. Our Ellis is quite correct. Local VTuber goes crazy and decides to play a game based on his day job. Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong with that, bud. You're not wrong with that. I saw it come on to Game Pass, right? And as you can imagine, this is like this is my most requested series of games to actually play on stream, purely because of the day job, right? So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of matches up. I've also turned my movement configuration off just so that I can fit into the suit a little bit better. Unfortunately, it's not really built for this giraffe neck of mine. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I like one of them wigglers out of Monster Hunter. Good God. But yeah, we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, which hit Game Pass today. I've never played these games before. I watched the anime of what I think was season. I think it covers all the games. So I know a few of the characters, but I don't really. Those long necked Japanese monsters. Yeah, I'm a Kappa pride and so forth. Right. Okay. Oh, you can probably see as well. My mouse pointer is with us today. So yeah, she guide us. Right. Oh, okay. New game. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney Justice for All. Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, we're going to go with just Ace Attorney. This is the first one, isn't it? So, this will probably be a good jump in. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Yeah. Play the first turnabout? Yeah, let's do that. I hope you're doing alright tonight. Oh. We got an achievement for that. Uh-oh. Oh dear, I think she dead. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August the 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Okay. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Wait, didn't she just die? Oh, hi, Chief. Oh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It's not the same woman. Alright, fair enough. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Don't start mixing up women. My wife wouldn't be very happy with me if I did. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favour. A favour? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took it away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. Okay. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Does he have a brother? Is he related to Seymour? Seymour Butts. Okay, I'll behave. Our school had a saying. When something smells, it's usually the butts. We got fart jokes already. Amazing. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Alright. He's literally called Paul de Fesse in French. Hairy butt. August the 3rd, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 2. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. You should never thank a judge. And I know what you should say in that situation. What you should say in that situation is, yes, Judge. That's all you say. You don't say thank you to the judge. Yes, Judge. Good grief. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. No, you don't thank a judge, because when a judge says something, it's not a case that they're giving you anything, they are passing a judgment. So what you would say is, if a judge says, you know, you are Shinsuke Kaose from, say, the defendant's solicitor, you would just say, yes, Judge. You don't say, that's me. You don't say, yes, you don't say, present or anything, it's just, yes, Judge. And when the judge says, you know, asks you to confirm the facts of the case, unless you've got any information to add, if you've got no information to add and you are just confirming, you say, yes, Judge. It's a very, very, like, I don't know how the criminal courts work. This is the opposite area law to what I work in. So it's pretty different to what I do. And I've only been in attendance at one actual hearing. It was pretty interesting, actually. You know, my line of work normally doesn't bring me into the courtroom at all. So to actually go in there was pretty cool. Right, so the defendant is Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Oh, I know this one. I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Cindy. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I remember that. Naruhodo ne. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the tab to check it at any time, okay? I've just done that. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. So, statue in the shape of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab to check the court record frequently. Dun dun! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Throw the Thinker at the prosecution quick. This bitch going to jail. Yeet! No. Never throw things in a court of law. You will be not just arrested, but you'll probably do prison time if you try that shit. You will probably go to jail if you start throwing stuff in the courtroom. I say probably, I mean it's almost a given. Like it's almost a given, especially if you're in the profession. You will get struck off so fucking fast. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. He looks awful cocky for someone on trial for murder. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together with Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. That's a really bad choice of couples there. But... didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by, dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. So, she got home on the 7th day of the 30th month. This is one fucked up calendar. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. Oh, there was a pling there. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. She was in New York. Okay. Concrete jungle, wet dream tomato. There's nothing you can do. I hate that song. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Stop him from answering. Okay. My clients had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh, done. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? This judge is much more patient than any judge I've ever encountered in my entire professional life. He's putting up with so much more shit than I think a judge would actually tolerate. I mean, the thing is, I'm just going to go like off the game just for a second. Like, judges do not fuck about. They are not there to fuck about. They do not have the time to fuck about. Ever. The one thing that you don't want to do is act in any way disrespectfully in the court, because you will get fucked. It will not go very well for you. No. I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. There's a few things that you know about this game. Phoenix has amnesia. Funnily enough, I just downloaded that game today as well. We've got amnesia coming up at some point in the week. Yeah, I watched the anime. I remember Maya getting accused of murder. Maybe I'm getting Mia kind of confused with the murder victim here because she does die. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? The thing is, he went to the apartment, so we're going to have him answer honestly, because you cannot be dishonest in the court. Is this going to be one of those points where knowing how the law works and how the courts think is going to kind of impede my progress with the game? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Done. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sorwet to the stand. Fucking hell. Hang on, you're the one who done it. You son of a bitch. Mr. Sorwet, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sorwet, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. Okay. Doesn't he just? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sword used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Hey, Andy. I am defending, yes. Phoenix is a defense lawyer. Which is very interesting because I only deal with claimant law. I've never done a defense case in my life. Not once. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon till 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So the time matches. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Why isn't he an attack lawyer? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found out the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Why isn't he an attack lawyer? Wrong typing / stats. Yeah, he's, the thing with Phoenix is he's basically a shuckle. He's basically a shuckle. He'll shit berries out for days, but, you know, try and get him to actually hurt something. No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. No. Okay. Open the court record with the tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Witness's account. So time of death was 7:30. Ah, the time's wrong. So if he said it was 1 PM when he saw him leave, then it's 4 to 5 PM was the cause of the time of death. So when time is there we go. Objection! You found the body at 1 PM. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 PM? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. This is actually like doing my fucking day job. Jesus Christ. That's all you have to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. Okay. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. You think I'm a fucking idiot? From the television? Do people lie so much in civil cases? That's a telling question. I'm saying nothing. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. Can I not present this? No, I have to wait. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Oh, terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. It's this. Noon to 6 PM. From the television. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Oh, fuck, that is not something you ever want to hear a judge say. As soon as a judge questions your credibility, you're gone. That's it. That's when you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sort. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. No, we fucking didn't. No, we fucking didn't, you prick. That must have been what I saw. Oh, I am gonna absolutely send you behind bars, you motherfucker. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay. Tickety fucking tockety. Abneption! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Your objections in your evidence! Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sort. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? Has the witness stated this statue is indeed a clock? The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yeah, because if you have to tilt the neck, the only way that you could feasibly hear that tell the time is if you were holding it upside down. Yes, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Your Honor, the defense is jamming to the music. Oh, yeah. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Motherfucker. Done. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Hey, Agnic, welcome. Mr. Sort, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock,
I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
I don't like this. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defence's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sort heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Yes, it'll be the sound of the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here, in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. No. So Mr. Sawit tries to talk you out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
Now, while it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately... Ah, did I lose? This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lies are all slime.
Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Oh, I lost! Damn! Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Oh! Mia! An actual Tenchi! Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I mean, it's obviously trying to goad me towards yes, isn't it? Why would the clock be 3 hours slow? Let's think. So, the batteries? Were the batteries fucked? Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? 4 PM through 5 PM. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Have I found any evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. So, it's a table clock. It runs on batteries, right? It runs on batteries. Oh, God, I'm having to think here. Present my attorney's badge. I'm sorry, Your Honor, it's Jova. Okay. So... Electricity was out, but it's a table clock. It runs on batteries, right? From noon to 6 PM. Cause of death was blood loss due to blunt trauma, 4 PM through 5 PM, right? So the time matches. The time matches. Is it actually going to be the clock itself? Is it going to be the batteries? I'm going to try it. Excuse me. This proves your claim. How? I can't see what the evidence has to do with the clock. Oh, that wasn't it. One more chance. Give me just one more chance. All right, Mr. Wright, but time is not on your side. Be quick about it. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Was it the fact that she was abroad? Was it because she was abroad? I'm going to try that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawyer? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, he just... Jesus. He just absolutely passed out. Order, order, I say! Oh, I've got to take a swig of my water. Give me a second. This is a lot more vocally taxing than I was expecting it to be. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than I all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and had to be taken away, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defence so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honour. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Very much considering playing this. I tell you what, it's making me actually think. And with that, this court is adjourned. Yeah, it actually is making me think. This is really testing my lawyer brain out. It turns out that Frank Sawyer was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were at the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawyer let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching a place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawyer grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August the 3rd, 2:32 PM. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Oh, thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Give me a sec, chat. Ah! Yeah, I've said it several times before, but you know that literally every single streamer has a fart button if they got a stream deck. Yeah, you just don't think too much about it, right, chat? Just don't think too much about it. No, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No! Bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Yeah, because it's a professional ethics breach. Straight away. Accept a gift from a client, and it is a breach of ethics. You can't do it. Like, if someone wants to actually give a gift to you via your firm, it has to go through like 5 or 6 different levels of compliance to make sure that it's actually not in breach of rules and stuff. So, that's something you just learned today, right, chat? Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? What if you want to be bribed? You're going to fucking jail, man. That's what happens if you want to be bribed. You go straight to prison. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't got to sympathise with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathising, really. Isn't that right, Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The autopsy report. Oh, yeah, because she kept the clock. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she travelled. Oh, whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Oh, I hope that made him feel a little better. Just going to put my fan on. It's getting kind of toasty in here. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. The translators knew exactly what they were fucking doing with this, didn't they? Jesus Christ. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh, I think the boss is into us. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. I actually predicted how that one was that one was going to kind of go then. Okay. So episode Turnabout Sisters was that. Okay. Yes, please do save my progress. There we go. I love how dramatic the first game is during transitions between episodes. Yeah, I mean it's pretty high drama. This is like this is the sort of stuff you see on TV. Wait, what is that button there? BS. BS is that? Oh, backspace. I never hear it called backspace anymore. Huh? Hello. Hello. This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favour to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. Yeah, I remember Turnabout Sisters from the anime. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, this clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah. can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Yeah, they're gonna be absolutely slamming back some fat blunts tonight, these two. Woo. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September the 5th, 9:27 AM. Okay. September the 5th, 8:57 PM. Faye and Co. law officers. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask for you for one more thing. What? You must ask me to not ever tell anyone about this? No, Miss Faye, I must ask you to die. Your eternal silence. Oh, yeah, there we go. Farewell, Miss Faye. Donk! So that's why I thought it was her who was the corpse in the first case then. Don! Was that Donald Trump? Red, white, blue. It is! Kid hell. It's Donald Trump. September the 5th, 9:08 PM. Faye and Co. law officers. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Move to the office. That smell. Blood! Sis! Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Oh, God. Who are you? Passed out, apparently. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. Really, Phoenix? Really? You dirty motherfucker. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Oh, alright, yeah, okay, whatever. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Because he really always knew that his little crime would be cold. That's why he bought a heater for her thighs. And he knows it's not her time. But bye-bye. I never thought Avenged Sevenfold would come in so handy. Until finally, she was cold. And like I said, that's why I bought the heater, right? Jesus Christ. Chief. Chief, it's hard saying it like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Okay, so we've added that to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand line broken in the back of the room. Okay, so we've got glass shards. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. So we've got a receipt. Okay. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. And find out what that girl was doing here. Nothing else? No? The chief's chair. Why are you saying I'm sus? What did I do? A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in too. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice, luxurious place. Got that. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. There's something on her that we've not investigated. It's painful to look at, but I have to for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. Died yeah, oh, we've already done that. Oh, I see, so it kind of... it kind of comes off of some of the clues then, after we... Right, let's have a look at this. Some shards of glass. Glass light stand. Okay. Slide over here. Ooh, cha-cha now, y'all. Cha-cha now, y'all. Yeah, we're just going to boogie over our boss's dead body. What could go wrong? Telephone? Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone's halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screamed from outside the window? It's a lady. It's a very buxom lady. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. Yeah, but all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. Better not use it. Anything else? Always look at everything. Nothing else that's relevant? No. Nothing that's relevant. Okay. Move back to the law office. That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Fay. Maya? Fay? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Hey! Your sister wrote this with her blood as she fucking died. Look at this work of art. Behold your sister's blood. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Hang on. But how could she? If she died instantly, how does she have enough time to write a name in blood? Unless Donald Trump did it. Okay. Uh-oh, now I've done it. Woot woot! That's the sound of the beast. Woot woot! That's the sound of the police. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze, police!
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see?
Ah, okay. In France, there's a very famous case about this called Omar Radad, where the victim wrote Omar m'a tué, Omar to kill me.
Got a person saying they saw a murder.
It must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
I might have to change his voice. Yeah, I might have to change Dick Detective's voice, because it's like giving him that sort of Morrowind Dunmer smoker's voice is really, really painful on the throat. Oh, great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't. Oh, wrong voice. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya mean anything to you?
Yeah, he's got the same voice as Dana from Valhalla now. That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not.
Case closed, you're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? Oh, this is juicy as fuck. How have I not played this until now? This is brilliant. This is excellent. I miss what it was he just said then, because I was too busy enthusing about this game. I was taken in for questioning. Didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, palms sweaty, knees weak, cross heavy. On my sweater again, boss's brain spaghetti. Good God. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention centre. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September the 6th, 9:07 AM. Detention centre. Visitor's room. Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Jump. Oh. It's you. The lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I'd done it. Did I look at it like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. I think I see where that's going. I should put a PNG of a Viking beard on so I can roleplay myself. Good God. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it must be a hell of a thing, like, to go to court and you find your lawyer's there and he literally has a beard which is longer than your hair 4 times over. Imagine that. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. You cheeky son of a bitch. Well, I never. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitors' rooms. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Nothing he needs to do in here? Your Honour, the opposition's claims are invalid. Bitch can't even deadlift 200 key. I wish it was that straightforward. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's backspace, isn't it? Let's try to talk to her. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Fun fact for you, she's voiced by the same voice actress who voices Platinum the Trinity in the anime. Aoi Yuki. One of my favourite voice actresses for anime stuff. Okay, day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. Oh, you recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Alright, let's have a listen. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered the detective took my cell phone. Rie Takahashi. Remind me who she voices? The name rings a massive bell, but I'm drawing a blank on characters. I tend to know voice actresses more by who they voice rather than their actual names, which is not great. Hang on, is she Nep? Is Rie Takahashi Nep? Is she Nep? Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Oh, Megamin. Right, okay, yeah. I can hear the voice in my head instantly. As soon as you mention the character, I hear the voice. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Myers memo added to the court record. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me as a spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Akio Utsuka. Who's she voiced? Or who have they voiced, I should say? Voices Blackbeard, Yujiro Hanma. I don't know those characters, I'm afraid. I know Blackbeard is One Piece, but I don't watch One Piece. Gomen are sorry. Wamu! Awaken my busters! Awaken my busters! Alright. Something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favour? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Okay. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Oh, thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Mayumi Tanaka? Again, you're going to have to give me characters with the voice actress names, because, like, beyond a very set few. Just came here because of the title. Yes, I am, actually. So I specifically work in claimant litigation. So I sue people. That's the sort of law that I do. I don't do defense law. I don't do criminal law. I work in claimant law. Specifically, I work in MOJ Part 8 claims. Don't do anything with the new OIC portal. It's all MOJ fast track claims. So up to a maximum value of 25,000. That's my upper track limit. That's as high as I can go at this point. They're thinking of skilling me up though. So Jesus fucking Christ, bang! I'm not even reading that, man. I'm not even reading that. You know for certain I'll cringe at the system in Japanifornian. I honestly, I have no idea about other countries' legal systems. I'm extremely specialist. I only work in the one that I know. Oh, thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They give me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Okay, so we've got, in our record, we've got the murder weapon. We've got the glass shards. We've got this creepy-ass note. And we've got Maya's memo. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Forgot the second dialogue. I did! Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I very, very nearly missed that, didn't I? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wants me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 a.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Right, okay, we've got everything. Let's, I'm going to bez in a save there. Because seems like the thing to do. Right, okay. There's nothing else we can really do here. Is there? No, we've got everything. Okay. So we need to go to the Grossberg Law Offices. Here we go. Fun fact, the case I'm playing now is supposed to be the tutorial, but they switched it mid-development. I think it's probably a good thing, to be honest, because the tutorial case was actually interesting. It really got me thinking. Like, thinking as a defense lawyer is a completely different mindset to thinking as a claimant lawyer. Because the difference with claimant civil law and criminal law, claimant law is based on the balance of probability. So you have to prove to the point where there is no other reasonable possibility. How do I summarize? How do I summarize balance of probability? You have to summarize that on balance, there is no other probable explanation for something. So, for example, car accident. Someone gets hit from behind, their neck goes forward, their neck goes back. They've not got any prior history of neck issues. On the balance of probability, the accident has caused them to injure themselves. Pretty cut and dry. Criminal law, you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. So you have to basically get to a point where there is no other explanation for something. No other explanation whatsoever. You have to kind of prove guilt that way. At least as my understanding goes. Like I said, I don't deal with criminal law. There might be some elements I'm oversimplifying there, but criminal law is not something I would really want to get into myself. The sort of people that you would sometimes be expected to represent just... Nah. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't just say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Actually, a civil law case in spirit of justice, which is... interesting. Interesting. I might have to play through all of them. You can't imagine me as a criminal lawyer. Most people think I'm the accused. Oh, what? Just because of my beard? Just because of my ridiculous beard? Come on. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Wait, is that a table for clients? An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lice is made of solid gold. Even I can sell someone who's got money to burn. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Oh! This lawyer is, what's he called now? Ron Burgundy. His apartment is filled with rich mahogany. Yeah, okay. Funny, they don't look like they have been read. My beard, my muscles, the drum of Vikings that follow me everywhere, the enchanted axe I carry around. Don't forget the fuss radar. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Anything else to look at here? I don't think so. Is that a casting couch? Bam! Okay. Well, I guess we're going back then. Going back to our offices. September the 6th. Fainco Law offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues.
Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere?
I'm playing on PC, but it's the Game Pass version. So,
Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you?
no. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right, and you were Detective Gumshoe, Detective Suede Shoes, Detective Gumtree. Yeah, I'm just gonna stuff things into and sell them for massive profit, just absolutely massive profit. It's gonna be brilliant. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe, Detective. What a stupid name.
Right, at your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. Be right there. Oh. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick.
Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. We need to ask him about the phone. Trust me when I say that Gumshoe is so stupid you'll become attached to him in no time. Yeah, he seems that way. I mean, you know, look at his sloppily done tie. You compare that to my beautifully done tie down here. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Oh, sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win.
Why'd you say that?
The sissies put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth?
I'm sure you know what that means. You've been a lawyer and all.
About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results here? Nah, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all.
Okay. Time of death. The 9th of May at 9 PM. I thought we were in September. Huh? It's a shame he doesn't show up in the second trilogy. Yeah, it does seem like a shame. Okay, so the time of death, the 9th of the 5th at 9 PM. Blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. So someone else wrote the note in blood. Someone else wrote the note in blood, because if she died instantly, she couldn't have done it. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wait, do you know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't feel anything except for boobies. American format. Oh, okay. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict.
Anyway, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumours of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never had imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay. So... Time of I'm going to present... I think I should... I don't think I should present Dick with this. I don't think I should present this to my deck. Oh, fucking hell. I'm so sorry, chat. Oh, good grief. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Mia's favourite potted plant. I remember this bizarre name no one could ever remember.
Cordeline Stricter, pal.
Who was that? Was that Dick? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is... Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that Mia probably read all of these. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Nothing else? Okay. I think I should... I kind of feel like I should show him this. There was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't there?
Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it.
Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself?
Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not.
So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Okay. There's no other subjects to talk about with them. Okay. Back to the detention centre, I guess. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Back to Grossberg law offices? Okay. I don't think there's anything here at all. Doesn't seem to be anything there. Let's head back here. Do I need to present him with something? Thanks for this.
Don't mention it, pal. When it comes to dealing with lawyers, fight fair and square is our motto.
I don't know how I feel seeing everything written up like this. It makes Mia's death seem so routine. Hey, Ara, welcome back. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faith's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. Do we tell him straight or do we tell him not so straight? I feel like Gumshoe is the sort of person that you have to level with. If I tell him what I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective.
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all.
Oh, seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Okay. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Okay. September the 5th, 9:27 a.m. This is the call from before, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Now, I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you.
I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness.
Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this. But I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then? Oh, you're trying your loyally tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room till the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay. So now we move to the hotel. September the 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Nya. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm just going to check something. Boop, 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 boop. They said it was coming. Wow. There we go. Yeah, just checking the weather. They said it was going to start banging it down about now, and lo and behold. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. A pity the lawyer has to cross-examine this one. Window? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. law offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognise a face from this distance, though. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Can you doobie a solid and bash April against a fall? Probably not. Why is she still in her pajamas? Well, that would be telling. English is hard in that sentence. No, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. The Gatewater Hotel, no resemblance of the real or fictitious hotel would be fortuitous. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Don't worry. I got you. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. What are you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. A big dictionary. Don't fucking clip that. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Tee-hee, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, tee-hee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. So we've got everything we can from there. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Someone's staying with her.
A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. We need to come back, I think, at some point and go... I think if the screws are missing from the phone... check Discord. Hold on. I am quickly checking Discord. Hold on, chat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, probably not wrong, man. Probably not wrong. Do we present her with anything? Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness? You understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. Okay, so there's no point giving her any of this shit. I don't think there's anything else we can get from her right now. Let's head back to the detention centre. Let's ask about her family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? Your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister actually had become a lawyer and she left the mountain. Oh, okay. So you live by yourself? Yeah, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy? So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh. The police consultation with the media was all being carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. So his name was White. Nothing to observe in here, is there? So we got someone called White. Let's go back here. No other... no, we don't want to do that. Try and examine? Nothing for us to examine. It's all in that... It's all in that screwdriver, isn't it? There's broken glass at the crime scene, right?
Oh, that. Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were pieces of the broken stand.
I was wondering, do you know anything about this?
That statue? That's the murder weapon.
Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue, too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. He doesn't seem to have anything else of any value to talk to us about. Statue. Yeah. So we got a name. We got the name White. I think we're going to have to present her with something. Oh, we can't give her anything. She will just tell us that. All right. I think we need to head back to. I mean, can we move? This is day 1 investigation. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, an average Italian. We are currently working out... I think we need to go... The pink boober, yeah. Damn, he looks edgy as fuck. Okay. Okay. He do be named Edgeworth, yeah. Okay. Let's try and go back to the Grossberg law office. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Aha! So, you're the one that's always been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes. Well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually it's about Maya Fey.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How do you know the trial's tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Wrong voice. Whoops. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue then with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one.
You just tried to kick me out and now you're chatting with me. What the fuck?
Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. A burning damacy. Never looked back, that one.
The painting. That's quite a painting.
Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colour of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Any... I don't know if there's any point in presenting anything to him.
Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Alright, we're going to have to go back to prison and tell her that, sorry, you're going to jail. September the 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Centre, Visitors Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see... I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'm defending her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. Oh, so it was Goombas. Goombas is the killer. Gore Goombas from Hollow Myth. Okay, fair enough. Well, we've solved the case, chat. That witness's strange behaviour. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Oh. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Yeah, Maya. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Oh. Right, I guess we're going to court then. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. You stinky. Ah. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Can I go back there? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there was a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. White Blue. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Very dramatic. Looks like everything else can... Right. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Excuse me. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Okay. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in a hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh! Bellboy, still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. That's a lot of double entendries. That's a lot of double entendries. Okay. Yeah, we'll save there. That melody did seem very, very familiar. And I realise why. Almost as soon as I start singing it, I realise why it seems familiar. Oh, dear. Okay. Right. Yeah, more than three save slots. I guess it's because it's a remaster on PC. Yeah, PC is the master race. I'm starting to see why now. We are henching. September the 7th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 1. Don Don.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honour.
The defence is ready, Your Honour.
Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or I'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honour. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honour. What's his name in French? Is it Benjamin Hunter? See, I thought you were going to say something like his name is Monsieur Poisson de Classe. Literally Mr. Filthy Fish. Is that how you say it? Is that how you would say it? Did I get that right? Because like one of my very first internet handles was Mr. Fish of Filth. I don't know why. I don't know why I was Mr. Fish of Filth, but I was.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honour. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at Precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of... Oh, wrong voice again.
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir.
Hang on. How could the cause of death be loss of blood if she died instantly from the trauma?
The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts this statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Okay, so we've got the floor plan. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? You know what? It actually... You remember Dino Crisis? I streamed that a couple of weeks back. The last stream we did of that, there was a lady who was dying, and she got shot twice, and literally all her blood was all over the floor everywhere. Literally everywhere from 2 9mm gunshots. I mean, I'm kind of impressed in a fucked up way, I guess.
Yes, sir. I've had evidence you did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this.
Hard evidence. Yes, yes, Dick. Testify your hard evidence. Okay.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed at scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of murder.
The very moment, you say?
Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honour. Let's have a look at that floor plan. See, we looked at the window in the hotel and he said, very specifically, you can't make out detail, you can't make out faces, right? Okay. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Some of her sister's tricks, not someone of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honour. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Okay. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, you rushed to the scene. Press! Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue.
There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maifei, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
We're going to press again. Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumbact will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Oh, the game is actually warning me to not fuck about now. Alright.
I immediately arrested Miss Maifei. Why? We had a witness account describing her.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May ain't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Hard evidence, okay?
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
I can't present just yet, can I?
On it, with the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's me hard evidence.
Oh, I've got your fucking number, son.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honour, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
Sorry, I had to lubricate the vocal cords a bit there.
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about Your Honour, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defence may begin its cross-examination.
Okay. I know exactly where I'm going with this one. Is it vital, though? Actually, yes, it is. Now, this is the point where death was instantaneous. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Death was instantaneous. Obneption! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No bussing you out this one, Detective.
Don Don. Order! Order! The defence has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Oh.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When?
It was the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honour.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. That's ambush. That's not... You're not allowed to do that. You cannot ambush the other side with evidence. A judge would not allow that. A judge would not fucking allow that. No. Yeah, the thing is, if I was to do that, I would get summoned to court and a judge would expect me to give a very detailed explanation as to why I'd ambushed the defendant with evidence. And if I couldn't explain it, I could lose my ability to actually work in law. Yeah, it's funny how every lawyer reacts the same to this. Are we all the same with this bit? Your Honour, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see.
Oh, damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Oh, what do we say? You're a sham, the detective's a sham? See, personal insults never go down well with the court. So, I don't think we should say any of those things. The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
Oh, I thought...
Detective Gumshoe, I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What? But...
Your Honour, I submit this report to the court. In what world is it allowed for a prosecutor to privately order an autopsy? Now, you would be surprised by that. So, if a defendant has reasonable doubt as to the veracity of information, they can order that stuff be done, but they normally have to with the permission of the court. Like, the court has to provide a permission for that.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Okay. We got an updated autopsy report. Well, Your Honour, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Oh, exactly what part of her is innocent? Why is she still in her pyjamas? Witness, your name, please.
Excuse me?
April May, at your... Boing. At your service. Wink. Oh, they're not pyjamas. Alright.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honour. Oh, this is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September the 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room. Tee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. Wrong voice again. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Okay. It was, like, 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair...
Just drop some. Hold on, chap.
She kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Tee. She winked wantonly again. Well, Your Honour.
I see. It was a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honour.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness testimony now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Mia Fay's understudy, will you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Is it solid? Hard to say, really. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
I feel like we should. Do we save here? Let's save here. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm glad to proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Your legal team has advised you not to say anything about war crimes. Oh, well, that's too bad because I've seen them in action. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. So she's there. Okay. Okay, I'm the legal team. Oh shit, yeah, I am. Yeah, sorry, my client pleads the fifth. I don't know what the fifth is, but we're pleading it. All right. You've seen them, but what proof do I have, Weatherboy? I mean, 15 Black Hand flame tanks plus their +1s rocking up on my doorstep probably is enough evidence, to be fair. There was so fucking many of them. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Do we press her here? The one with long hair, that was Mia Fey? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. What's this bar up here? Is this bar like the amount of bullshit the court will tolerate from me? That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Oh! Don.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Woo! Uh-oh. Oh, her eye twitched! No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Boing.
I'll be a good girl. I promise. Tee-hee, winky face. She nuked Turkey. She did. She definitely did that, yeah. Guilty! Okay.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Okay. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think. No one has known it's a fucking statue. No one said it's a clock. They've all said it's a statue. How does she know it's a clock? How does she know it's a clock? Huh? How does she know it's a fucking clock? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee. No one knows that it has been a clock. Can Maya even hit someone hard enough to kill them? I mean, if I remember, she wears sandals, which means that she automatically has access to La Chancla. And La Chancla is a plus infinity 1 weapon. So actually, yeah, she probably could. If she threw La Chancla at them, that probably would kill them. I mean, I might be mispronouncing it. Yeah, I might be mispronouncing the word there, but you see what I mean. You know, it's like a bamboo rod. Got a katana in your mail? 2% more dangerous. Jesus wept. Oh, we're going Empire now, apparently. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay. I did see everything. I did. Did you? So, you saw me then too? Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky.
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Boing. Oh, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well, continue.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Hold on. But she was found right underneath the window. Japanifornian, not Latina. Alright. I think that we need to present her with the floor plan, because she dodged the first attack and ran off to the right, but... Yeah, I think we need to present that, like, because she was found there. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradictions in that statement, Your Honour.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they? Oh. Shit.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think over the facts before making accusations.
Oh, we actually lost some bar there. I think I won many points with the judge. I see, okay. The victim, the woman... Yeah, okay. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That... Right, okay. Now we present her with... Hold on. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock, the kind of statuary clock? Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. Dee, winky face. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Don.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
No, I won't. But questions are all I have, Your Honour. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Done.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Roommate threw theirs at you like a dagger and hit you from New York. Oh, chancler. That is a long-range chancler. Jesus. That's actually terrifying. Chancler buff applies regardless of anything. That is useful information, actually. It's very useful. Okay. Oh, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fate & Co? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee. The wiretap. The law offices of Fate & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, I'm not. No, Your Honour. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. She was in... Hang on, it couldn't have rung? Hold on. There were screws lost. There were screws loose on the phone, weren't there? Hang on, let's check the court record here. She's got a wiretap. Are we missing a piece of evidence here? I don't think we are. She couldn't have heard it or it couldn't have rung. Right, we bezz in a save here. Because this could be crucial. This could be absolutely crucial, chat. She couldn't have heard it, or it couldn't have rung. So she couldn't have heard it because the window was closed. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Ah. Amateurs, amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. I would like to pose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Damn. Time to switch directions quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. Because, yeah, there's nothing inside it. It's empty or it's broken. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. She be bullshitting. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Oh, I don't like this guy. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho ho! Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Oh, okay. Now we've got a choice here. I think it's good. I think it would be the wiretap. Would it be the wiretap? Yeah, it'd have to be the wiretap, wouldn't it? Surely it's the wiretap. Or no, it's the conversation. It's the conversation. It's the conversation, isn't it? Yeah. The phone. It's the phone. It's the phone. Yes. Damn Skippy. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Don Don. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. What if a man wants to have a pink phone? Yeah, a man can have a pink phone if he likes. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thing for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September the 5th, 9:27 AM. Beep. Your Honour, I think that makes it clear the clockwork's already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Tee, winky face. Me, who entirely cross-dresses at any time possible with the saddest looking phone possible. Literally just a Nokia 3310. Just walking around with an... Actually, Nokia 3310 is a based phone. Like, if you actually have a Nokia 3310, then respect. Because those things are fucking mint. So, the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, because it's not... The witness claims she'd seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. Oh. Is it the statue itself? Is it the statue itself? Because the thing is, the statue is a one-off, right? There's two statues, and one of them is in the court. The other belonged to Mia. It has to be this, made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, that's a fucking solid burn. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh.
What's it to you, Pokemon Head? That stupid clock does not matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it.
Boobies!
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh, silly me. Did I turn into Rajang? Yeah, she went fucking return to monkey. I guess I did. Tee, winky face.
It was scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... You held it or you heard about it? I feel like it's going to be you heard about it because of the court record. Unless... I'm going to save there as well. You heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Get fucked. Have a look at this.
What?
Edgeworth's just moulding in the corner. It's excellent, isn't it? I found this in Miss May's room. Don.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? They're doing like fucking Pokemon special moves at each other here. Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon with the clock is... which is it? The victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It's the phone, isn't it? It's the phone. Because, yeah, the clock isn't talking right now. Nope, hang on. But just admit the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You're a lawyer!
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? You did it, didn't you? I don't think she did. I don't think she did because she couldn't have done it because she was in the hotel room. Why did you tap her phone? Huh? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Done. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, though you tapped her phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? She's good. Tee-hee. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Pon. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. We didn't say that she was. We didn't say that she was. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless their time is made of the murder somehow. Well, does the defendant have anything to say? Well... We need to call the bellboy as a witness, don't we? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognise that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. We never said she was the killer! We never said she was the killer because we saw her across the way. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Band together and get me a smaller shirt. Yes, the thing is, if I shrink it down a bit, right, then you see that like my undershirt is not quite. It's not quite the right size. I don't quite fit into it properly. I'll leave it like that for now. All right, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why has he got a fucking tray of, like, tea and sweets? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Hold on. But if she was receiving it at 9, how could she have seen it? Hang on. Okay. I'm pretty certain she can't have seen it if he was giving her the coffee at 9 o'clock. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder somehow, May will be finished. Okay. Yep, no objections there. 9 o'clock on the dot. No, the thing was, she said that she saw the murder at 9 o'clock, but if she's receiving the coffee outside the hotel door at 9 o'clock, she can't have seen it. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie. One more time. Press him. Okay. No. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. See... I'm sure it said 9 o'clock. This? Because if it's 9 o'clock... So we're pressing at the wrong point. I think we need to use this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Oh. Damn it! We fucked it. Oops. Last point. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss... Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm going to reload that because... I'm going to reload that bit because I don't like the thought of losing my bar for... I'm sure that it has to be the window because she says that she's seen it happen, but she can't have done. Right, so it's definitely that last point where he says he delivered it to her herself. It's got to be that. It's got to be that. I don't understand. It literally does. No judge would allow that. Last point, just press. Yeah, no judge would take that because she says she's seen the murder happen at 9 o'clock. And he's delivering that to her at precisely 9. She can't have seen it. No judge. Is this the point where actually working in law is going to kind of fuck me? Because this doesn't make sense. No evidence. But the thing is, she says she saw it at 9 o'clock. Her statement is contradictory. It would not hold up. That testimony would be torn apart in a court. It would actually be torn apart. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How can we be so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favoured me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. See, the thing is, if I was actually in a trial and I presented something saying someone's statement says that they did not see something, a judge would probably throw their entire case out. This is what I mean when I say that actually working in law is probably working against me here. Why would she have done that? I believe, sir, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something, wanted the bellboy to remember her. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Yeah, pressing there doesn't seem to have given us anything. So, you're the head bellboy. You received a call at 8 in the evening from your guest, Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes, what then?
It's no good. There's nothing there. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Can't this happen, can I?
Protest.
Wait. Please wait.
Yes? Does the defence have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Fucking objection me, you twat. Your Honour, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, and that's all.
Okay. What do I ask him about? Check-in? We need to save here. We need to actually, like, bez in a neutral save there. There's so many save slots. There's 10 save slots. Good God. Everyone is in a simp. In this universe is a simp. Well, alright. Noted. So the check-in, the room service, or the bed making. Because he said them. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was she's a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, but even I'd have little chance with a lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object.
That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. The judge wants to hear the drama. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir.
Ooh.
A barrister? A barrister obscuring information. You're struck off. You're fucking struck off the list, pal. You're disbarred. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honour, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May? The bellboy? No. The man with Miss May, I think. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! Your Honour, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Oh dear. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defence's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honour.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
My voice is fucking shredded, chat. Excuse me. September the 7th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Right, okay. We are actually... I'm going to wrap things up there because my voice is absolutely fucked right now. Hold on, let's pull over here. Oh my god. Let me put my coat back on. Excuse me, there we go. Okay. Okay. With that scream I did for May, no surprise. Yeah, this is fun. It's interesting in... It's very interesting in the sense of how my own sensibilities and approach to the job are actually impacting on my decision making. Because someone who doesn't work in law and is just approaching this purely from a logical perspective probably wouldn't be so coloured by their experience as me. Whereas I'm kind of approaching it from the point of view of like, I work in this field, therefore I'm using my lawyer brain for this. And actually I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having fun doing my day job outside of my day job. Oh, fuck. That's not what we want to be hearing. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to go now. We're not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to have a day off, I think, because I get home late from work on a Tuesday. Well, I say late. I get home, not late, but like, I get home late enough that it's generally a bit of a pain in the ass to get ready for a stream. It's like, you know what? Take Tuesdays off. So we're going to be back on Wednesday with something. I did just buy a couple of Chillers Art games, so we might do one of them. We might do Stardew. We might do Amnesia. I don't quite know yet. I've got some thumbnails to go make as well tonight. So we'll pick Ace Attorney up again probably next week at some point. Command and Conquer Wednesday, possibly. Could be a goer. Could be a goer, yeah. We'll have a talk about that, because as long as I don't go on past about 9 o'clock UK time, then I'm pretty golden. But yeah, I mean, Ace Attorney will rotate in, because I've been wanting to get this rotated into my stream schedule for a while. And it's just because it's on Game Pass now, I don't have to fork out any actual cash. It's just the subscription price, which is mint. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm going to rest my voice, probably have some Lumsip, and maybe do a little bit of off-stream work as well. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. If not, then I'll probably catch you on Discord. Cheers for hanging out with me tonight. Let me just see. So we've got a few people here, so let's just see. Is there anyone that we can burgle right now? Anyone whose office we can run into? But let's see. Do we raid the Orc? I daren't do it. Like, I would, but I'm, like, kind of terrified to. No, we'll leave that idea. I'm going to go now, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheers for hanging out with me. And I'll see you Wednesday. Till next time.